Hello, Soul Diggers. Welcome to the very first episode of 2021. My goodness. Can you even believe we're in 2021? What a crazy year we've had. I'm sure lots of you have been going through grief and loss, but also so much joy and gratitude and appreciation for what really matters in life. And I know personally for me, I've really had that introspection of if everything was to be stripped away, what would really make me happy? And I'm really living that now. I am in my vision board every single day. And I'm so excited to share this episode with you all because back in May 2020, when I decided to have the courage to create this podcast, I was full of fear. I was just so consumed with what are people going to think about me and who's going to listen to me, and I'm just a working class girl from Staffordshire, like what value could I possibly have to add? And I just want you all to know that there is magic within every one of you. Every one of you listening to this episode, you're listening to it for a reason. There's something within you that wants more, that knows you have a voice, and everything that's needed to be said in the world has already been said. But the difference is how you share that through your experience and your eyes. And so my goal is to help you to light up the world by being you. And I've had the biggest shifts this past year in just really stepping into my authentic self. Who is Kim Mella? What is the message that I want to give to people? What do I stand for? And for me, being my weird, wacky, fully out of the spiritual closet self, my whole life has expanded. And I'm currently looking out of my window now and I see just an abundance of green and blue sky and sun and nature. And it's possible for every single one of you. I'm nothing special. I'm just an ordinary girl that decided to go for it. And I wanted to start off by just saying thank you so much to everyone who has liked and subscribed and left me a 5-star review on Apple iTunes. I set the intention when I started the podcast to have 111 5-star reviews. And guess what? Last week we hit it. We achieved it. Oh my goodness. So the 111th 5-star review, I'm going to read that out midway through the episode, but whoever you are, please reach out to me. I'd love to give you a free coaching call, an hour of my time to help you in your mission and purpose in this world. So on that note, it's so important to set intentions and goals and let the universe do its work, because how ironic that I set that number and it's actually happened. It's no coincidences. It's because I had the intention and the focus, and the universe was co-creating with me to make it happen. So if I hadn't have had that focus, I might have got half that number. And so my intention for this next year is to have 333 5-star reviews. So if you haven't already, please do head over to Apple iTunes and leave me a 5-star review. It really, honestly, just fills me with so much joy and light and abundance, knowing that these episodes are really, really impacting you. So thank you so much. So what I wanted to share with you today is the formula on how to be living in your vision board. And I think it's so important and so powerful when you hear stories of people who have implemented something and it's actually happened. And I think often belief comes from hearing stories and success stories of people who have maybe done something and have got a certain result. And I want to share that with you now because you know what I'm like. I share my whole life here on the Soul Digger podcast with you all, the ups, the downs, the ins, the outs. And boy, have you been on a journey with me this year. You've been with me through a breakup. You've been with me through COVID and all the things in between. And I'm just so grateful to have you as my tribe, my Soul Digger tribe. Honestly, it fills me up so much. So picture this. 7 weeks ago, me and my best friend Gina had just got back from Ibiza, and I was sat on the sofa in my Airbnb because I had to quarantine for 2 weeks. I couldn't even leave the house. And I was so scared of leaving the house because now They're actually calling people and following up on people. And if you're caught outside the house, then you get an instant fine. So I was vigilant, and I was literally every single day staying inside. I didn't dare go outside. And I was just like, oh my God, this is actually like torture. But as us soul diggers do, we always see that things are happening for us. So I took that as a chance to just go inward and self-reflect and just really get clear on my next steps. You know, I had a mixture of emotions because I just got back from Ibiza, this incredible adventure. And for the past 10 weeks, we had been living in Ibiza, being on road trips, having so much fun. And then to get back to Manchester when it's autumn, it's cold, I had a suitcase full of summer clothes and I had no real plan. But what I did have was the skills and the tools to just really trust the universe. So although I had full trust in the unfolding, I'm human, right? So I had feelings of fear and sadness and loss, and like my freedom had been taken away from me. I remember being sat there on the sofa and I was like, okay, I have this freedom with my business, but I don't feel free because I am in Manchester, I'm stuck in quarantine. I want to be in Bali. I want to be free. I want to be living my life. And I thought the only things that are holding me back are the fact I have a storage unit that I'm paying for every single month, and the fact that I can't physically get to Bali and I'm in quarantine. So what I decided to do was okay, I'm going to envision my higher self, my multi-millionaire Kim Mellor. How does she show up? What does she wear? How does she think? How does she speak? And I started to just really visualize and get so clear on all of those things. And I can remember making my vision board, and I have this Instagram account that's private. And I highly recommend that you do this too, guys. This is the time of year to really focus on this. And I screenshotted pictures of all the different brands that I wanted to wear, you know, high-end, luxurious, eco-friendly, slow fashion brands like Warriors of the Divine, Ananda Soul Jewellery, Fluke the Label, all of these incredible brands that I just would love to wear every single day. I mean, these brands aren't cheap, but what I've realized is multi-millionaire Kim doesn't wear cheap things. Like if you buy cheap, you buy twice. It's all about how you feel. And I wanted to feel like if I'm a millionaire, I would buy that. I'd buy it one in every single color. And so I made the vision board and put all the things on there, and I just kind of let it go. Now, in the meantime, what happened, as I'm sure you've heard on the other podcasts, is the fact that a couple of days later, Boris literally announced that the UK was going into lockdown. And instantly, me and Gina were like, let's get out of here. And we realized that we could actually get into Bali with a business visa because we have businesses, right? And so within the space of 3 days, I cleared my whole storage unit. I gave away 90% of it to people, random people on Facebook Marketplace. I was putting it on my Facebook. Literally, I went from being 8 years ago so attached to the things that I owned, full wardrobe, but an empty life, to now just having an empty wardrobe, but full of high quality, luxurious things and a full life. And I just didn't need those things. I realized that those things were holding me back. So I just gave them all away. And we got the business visa sorted in record time. We had our PCR tests done. We booked the flights, and it was such, I nearly had, I don't think I slept. I was running off adrenaline, and I don't even know how we did it. But the universe had our back because we had a crystal clear intention and we took action. Okay. So 3 or 4 days later, we're in Bali. Literally can't believe that we made it. Like, how grateful are we that this has happened? But, you know, there's nothing special about us. Like, we just believe that anything's possible. So you can either live in this world of fear or the world of possibilities and unlimited potential. You know, there are no limitations apart from the ones that you create in your mind. And we chose not to buy into fear and buy into love and possibilities and trust, which is what we did. And I've been in Bali now for 7 weeks, and I'm just so happy and in love with my life. I just feel like I'm living my best life right now. And there's many things that have made that happen. of course, the fact that I have an online business is powerful. But the other part of it is honestly believing it's possible and stepping into that higher version of myself. And okay, so this happened a couple of days ago, and I'm still on cloud nine. So remember when I said I was on my sofa in quarantine and I was visualizing my higher self and what she wore and all these luxurious brands? My friend Gina has been doing work with Warriors of the Divine for many, many years. And one day I showed up at our villa. We have a villa, an amazing luxurious villa. We share it with 5 amazing girls and Gina's boyfriend, Vincent. And it's amazing. So, so amazing. So nourishing for the soul. And Lisa from Warriors of the Divine was in the living room. And she was like, oh my God, I'd love to do some shoots like you and Gina together. Would you mind hopping in on some photos so I can get some pictures of you both? And I was like, hell yeah, of course. I would absolutely love to do that. And throughout the whole shoot, I was in my element. Okay. I mean, you all know that I was a model for 20 odd years, and there's parts of it that I loved, and then it just became really empty for me. I absolutely love this because I was representing clothes and a brand that is really doing good in the world. And I just felt so creative and in flow, and it was so much fun. And halfway through the day, I was like, I'm in my vision board. Seriously, 7 weeks ago, I was in Manchester with no plan, visualizing my higher self. And I'm actually in my vision board now. I'm not only wearing Warriors of the Divine clothes, I am modeling for them for their Instagram. I am wearing Ananda Soul earrings. I am wearing Fluke the Label dresses and clothes. And I was just like, wow, 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 wow. And at the end, the lady Lisa who owns the company was like, okay, I want you to just pick whatever you want. I literally broke down. I was full ball crying and like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was like, I was so overwhelmed with joy and gratitude and love and appreciation. I just couldn't handle it. And with all the 5D upgrades and things that are happening, I'm sure that contributed to it. But I just felt so, so overjoyed and full of emotion. And this is my point. You create a vision, you step into the person that you need to be to create it, and you let go of the how. Like, I had no idea how that was going to happen, how I was going to spend, thousands of pounds on clothes. Yeah, of course I could do that now if I wanted to, but I just didn't choose to start stepping into that person. And so not only has that happened, like I've got free clothes, I have these amazing photos, I'm living in this amazing villa in Bali, and it just made me realize that anything's possible. And you're a 6-7 week window away from manifesting exactly what it is that you want. And so I just want to really encourage you as we enter 2021 to dream big and just know that anything is possible. Like I always say, there's nothing special about me. I just visualize who I am, how I want to be, and I hold the vibration no matter what's happening in my life. And that's the key, that's the secret. And I want to share a few top tips with you on how to create intentions and set intentions so you can be living in your vision board. I want you to be messaging me saying, I am in my vision board. Guys, there's going to be a time when you look around your life and you go, oh my goodness, I can't believe the life I'm living. Oh my goodness, do you remember 6 weeks ago? I said I wanted to do this and this is where I am. Insane. So the key with manifesting is to get clear on what you want, is to take action on that, and just to let go. Let go of when it's going to happen. Most people are so hold on so tight to like, oh my God, is it going to happen? When's it going to happen? The things that we usually want the most are the things that are hard to manifest because we're just so in need of them to feel good. And instead of focusing on what could be, we focus on what is. just like me manifesting my soulmate, it's something that I want so much. It's the hardest thing for me to let go of. I'm like trying to micromanage every single step, and it's just like, so I'm going to really focus these next 6 months on just letting go and just trusting. And I know I'm going to be doing a podcast on how we met very, very soon. That's for sure. So yeah, and just make sure that when you're manifesting, it's all about the feeling good, trusting, knowing, and enjoying the journey, because the journey is actually the destination. Because here I am living this dream life, and like there is no destination, because there's then something else that I want, and there's another level of expansion that I desire to keep on evolving. And so I'm just evolving and enjoying the journey and smelling the roses along the way. So a few things for you to bear in mind as you're setting intentions for this next year is something that I've done that's really helped me is I break my intentions down into chunks. Okay, so I have 3 business goals that I've set for 2021, and I have 3 big personal goals that I want to set for 2021. So just for example, one of my goals for 2021 is to have 111 downloads of the Soul Digger podcast or more, and 333 5-star reviews. So the reason why I want that is to create impact, to speed up the spiritual awakening of the world, and to create more influence so I can impact more people. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to continue to bring content. I'm going to get incredible guests on the show that add tons of value, that have great influence, and just help to spread the awareness of the podcast. So I would love for you to create 3 goals for your career or finances, and then 3 goals that are personal. So your personal could be to meet your soulmate, it could be to go on more adventures, it could be to travel more. And so within those 3 goals, I'd love for you to break them down into, okay, why do I want 111 downloads or more of the podcast? You know, how am I going to make that happen? So underneath every business goal, I've got the goal, the why, and then the how. But also it's really important to then break that down into 90 days, because as you've heard, my intention of creating this incredible life happened within 6 to 7 weeks. So if you think that you've got all year to do something, you might not take the action. It might not motivate you. And from clarity comes motivation. When you're clear on your goals and you can see them and feel them, then you're going to feel more motivated to take action. So for example, my 90-day goal of that intention would be between January and March, I'm going to focus on having 50,000 downloads, and I'm going to work on having 150 5-star reviews. So can you see how I've broken that down so it doesn't seem so big, and it helps me to stay focused and just get really excited about the day-to-day. And so I encourage you to really get clear on those things and then break them down and have them visible somewhere that you can see. But more importantly is have accountability. Have you got a friend who's on the same mission? Have you got a family member or someone that you look up to in business or in life that you can be accountable for? Like, accountability is really, really key. And it's something that I really value, because, I mean, when we are accountable, we make sure we do it. So feel free to tag me on your Instagram and just say, I've done my annual goals, I've done my 90-day goals, I feel powerful, I feel inspired. And please do reach out to me and message me your goals. If you want to be accountable to me, and message me every 90 days and say, listen, this is what my intentions are for the next 90 days. I'm going to let you know how I get on. I would absolutely love to hear them and read them and hold that space for you within that. So yeah, my wish for you is that you are really clear on how you want to start 2021, how you want to end 2021, and who you want to become. Who are you? Who's the person that you need to be to make those visions a reality? And honestly, if you can hold it in your hand, you can hold it in your mind. Sorry, that's that's the completely wrong way around. If you can hold it, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. That's the one. So yeah, I just wanted to share that story of manifestation for you all, because I was once lost, and now I've found myself. Like, stop thinking that there's something different about me. Stop thinking that you're different or it's not possible for you. Like, it is. You just have to believe, have an intention, and show up every single day. So thank you so much, Soul Diggers, for another juicy episode. Please, please, please do tag, like, and share. Let's spread this message all around the world. And I can't wait to read your 5-star reviews. And oh yeah, I'm just going to read out the 111th 5-star review. Bear with me a second. I don't edit these podcasts, by the way, so that's why just bear with me a minute. Wi-Fi in Bali is always interesting, but it's going to be worth it. It's worth a drum roll. I actually took a screenshot the other day, so I'm just going to get the screenshot. Oh, here we go. Okay. Rebecca Anna, she says, morning inspiration. While I build my business, Soul Digger is a must listen every morning at 6 a.m. I am living for it. Really appreciate your work, Kim. Thank you so much, Rika Anna. Please do reach out to me and I will give you a free coaching call. I'll give you my time and my energy. And I'm excited for us to get up to that 333 number by the end of the year. So thank you all so much. Have an amazing day and rest of 2021. Let's just absolutely lead with love, raise the vibration, and from you raising your vibration, that's how you help heal the world.